What's up, guys? It's your boy, the Piscine Predator. I'm back with that TPP True Crime Talk, baby. Yeah. Hope y'all ready for it. You all ready? We jumping into it. All right. Before we do, though, can you smash that like and that subscribe for your boy? Help me out. Let's get this channel growing a little bit. I've been stuck at about 300 for, a couple weeks now. Trying to chug, man. Trying to chug up that 1K mark. You know what I mean? It's right there. It's right there. Just trying to hit that 1K mark, man. That's it. That's the goal. Help me out. All right, guys. I'll stop. My bad. Okay. Let's get into it. All right. So while I was on my sick vacation, I'm taking my little hiatus from making videos from being sick and having my back out, we had some information drop in the Stephen Smith case. Pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. It's crazy too, the timing of it all, right? Because it was like right as Stephen Smith's mom and lawyers have the amount of money they need to get Stephen's body exhumed so that they can kind of take over their part of their investigation, you know what I mean? Then all of a sudden SLED comes out and is like, okay, this is a homicide, and then like people were saying that Buster had nothing to do with it, and like even Steven's mom is saying like she doesn't think he had anything to do with it, but then I'm hearing other things conflicting, saying but yet they still think that they had a relationship. Now, so that being said, like I'm sitting here trying to put the puzzle together, right? That's what we do, right? Obviously. And the way I'm seeing it, right, is okay. So right as they're announced, Steven's mom's announcing we got the money for to have the body exhumed, SLED releases homicide, right? So now they're gonna be able to exhume the body and kind of like maintain control of the the new investigation. And then shortly after that, we're hearing two people, persons of interest. And the story behind these two gentlemen is they lived in that general area where Stephen was killed at that time, during that time frame. But here's what I think people are forgetting is you have to like remember they reopened this investigation during the Murdaugh murders, where Alex killed his wife and son. So that being said, granted they're saying a Murdaugh did not commit this crime, but there had to have been something connecting whoever did this to them, right? Or is this just random, right? It doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't make sense, because the story is like one of these guys' father had like turned this story in, right? But at the same time, it's like, okay, that being said, we could take that in, hold that information in, but why was the investigation opened during the whole Alex Murdaugh investigation? Like, what did they find there that led them to reopen the Stephen Smith investigation? You know what I mean? Like, what? So it's like, I don't know. It went from like everybody was 100% sure that Buster had something to do with it to now Buster might not have had anything to do with it, but maybe Alex did. I'm thinking, here's my speculation, right? Pure speculation. Don't come at me all crazy like I'm throwing out, facts. But just based off what we do know, right? That the investigation was opened during Stephen Smith's investigation, was reopened during Alex Murdaugh's investigation. We have two names of suspects, people of interest, right? And SLED is labeled it a homicide now. That all being said, that all laid out, knowing the extremes that Alex Murdaugh would go through to protect himself, his legacy, his name, his money, everything, right? Like, he went to the most extreme extent, right? He killed his kid and his wife, who were threatening his whole income, his whole livelihood, his everything, right? They were going to destroy his world. So if he was willing to do that, what if he heard about his son having a relationship with some young gay kid in town and he didn't like it? He didn't think it was going to be a good look. Maybe he was worried about, like, you know, his son's, you know, future wife, or, you know, potential to be married and keep the Murdaugh legacy going. And you know what I mean? Like, what if he had it done? What if he put out that, you know, that money to have it done? You know, it sounds like he was affiliated with some bad people. You know what I mean? Some pretty, had to be some decent sized drug dealers. You know what I mean? Like, let's just face it. And, you know, pimps and all that, and prostitutes. So it's like, it doesn't seem like it's too far out of, you know, question to question that. Like, could he have had it done? I mean, it makes sense, dude, if you think about it that way. It really does. And especially from that area, right, where it's still, I mean, maybe not as of 2023, but at least 2015, back when this happened, you know, it's still a pretty traditional, old school, don't really like alternative lifestyles type of place, you know, that type of vibe. So yeah, man, all that being said, maybe, you know, Buster didn't do it. Maybe Buster had nothing to do with it, but maybe his father did. Because it's like, the coincidence of this being some random hate crime, and then for Buster's name, or the whole Murdaugh name, to get thrown into it for some reason, is like, I don't know. Because there's like stories told to Steven's mom from people, anonymous, you know, bringing Buster's name into it. And then there's, I don't know, dude, it's wild, man. It's a wild one. But I'm really interested to see what comes of these two individuals once they're questioned. I really am. I want to see if it goes somewhere. Because this could just be something random and not go anywhere. This could have just been some story some dad heard of some nonsense that doesn't even pan out, or somebody that just wants to get a little, you know, 15 minutes of fame off of the whole Murdaugh saga, you know, and attaching their name, you know, to the Stephen Smith case right now would be a good way to get yourself pretty, you know, pretty famous pretty quick, or infamous, however you want to see it, you know what I mean? But yeah, guys, that's the news though so far, and I'm sure most of you are already up on it, but that's my take on it. My take on it is, more than likely, Alex probably had something to do with it, or knows the people that had something to do with it, because it just, there's a reason why that Stephen Smith investigation got reopened whenever Alex started getting investigated. There just has to be a connection somewhere, you know what I mean? But that being said, guys, that's my breakdown, my thoughts, my opinions, and like always, dude, hit me up in those comments. Let me know what y'all think, what your opinions on this are, your thoughts. I mean, some people are so consumed with some other things that are going on in true crime that they've kind of forgotten about the Stephen Smith case. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm interested to see where y'all at. But that being said, it's your boy, the Piscine Predator, and I'm out, y'all. Much love. Peace.